how to build relationships and contacts from Airbnb. Now, if you haven't noticed, Airbnb is a leveraged platform. What do I mean by this? Airbnb doesn't own any one of your properties, but guess what it does? It leverages your property to make them and you money, respectively, and they created one of the largest marketplaces doing so. The leverage game is twofold. Airbnb leverages you leverage Airbnb. So when you do get an inquiry from Airbnb that comes from a relocation specialist, how do you actually create a relationship from it? Because Airbnb doesn't necessarily want you to do that. They want you to book through the platform, as you should. However, if you do and you are a brand, brands are leveraging relationships, right? So this is the difference between B2C and B2B. B2C is business to consumer, which is typically who Airbnb is serving. It's your mom and pop owner who wants to turn their home into a generating asset to then house other families to make some money, or whether it's whoever's coming to the doors, right? Now, when you're a corporation, a lot of some of these boutique hotels, some hotels, tons of corporations are leveraging Airbnb just as well and have some of their properties and some of their units on Airbnb, and you should too. So when you have that, what you also should have is a recognizable brand, so that if someone decides with their own interest to go directly to you, they can. And the only way that they can do that is if you've actually created what I call digital footprints for them to be able to connect the dots. One way to do this is to build a strong profile that says the company of your name. That way you're now Googleable and searchable. And if they do Google you, they better find you. Not underneath some non-optimized SEO website that no one even knows the name of, but at least that could be definitely one of them. But are you on LinkedIn? Do you have your own website? Are you on Google Pages, right? Do you have a business Google profile that gives your phone number, your hours of operation, so that they can call you, and should they want to go off platform, they can at their own free will. Airbnb will have their, and again, they change this stuff all the time, so don't take my word for it, but they have their principles of, how to not take things off platform. I'm not saying for you to take it off platform. I'm saying for you to make yourself findable and searchable, so that should the guests decide to book off of platform and find you, to continue the conversation off platform, so that you can have a conversation before they book to then assess and see if you'd be willing to do long-term rental, you can. And the only way to do that is to give yourself best shot to build a brand, which is easy to do by doing a few tweaks. With that said, plenty more where this came from. If you found this to be helpful, or if you want to even learn more, there's going to be a link there on my MTR midterm rental optimization and marketing workshops that I periodically run year round to help others optimize their listing. Make sure you join below if you got any value, and hit the subscribe button for more tips as such. Happy midterm rental insurance hosting.